All right, let's do this. Hello, everybody. It's been a while since I've streamed. 5 months to be precise. But today's stream is special. We are celebrating... Oh, that was loud. We are celebrating 100 subscribers of the channel. 100 of you thought that my content was good enough for you guys to subscribe. I appreciate each and every one of you for doing that. And like, it's been a dream come true for me. I've always wanted to do flight sim ever since I found it during the pandemic. And the last 10 months have been absolutely crazy. So thank you to each and every one of you. We are doing this live stream dedicated to all of you, supporters of this channel. And yeah, without further ado, let's get going. Let's fix the header first. Streamer tools. Right. Okay, header looks good. Before we start the stream, I want to take a moment to remember the significance of this week. This week was the 23rd anniversary of the tragic events of 9/11. I think we all remember where we were when we heard that news all those years ago, and it's still vivid in all our memories. Our prayers to the families and to the loved ones of those victims, and to the first responders and all the heroes who sacrificed so much that day. We will never forget. Right then. Having said that, let's start with the flight plan. The airplane is on a cold and dark state. We are flying Air Canada today from Boston to Toronto. And we'll see if we want to do a second leg. I have no plans for a second leg, but we'll see. Alright, let's get going. Battery 1, battery 2, external power. Ooh, love that sound. We love that sound, don't we? Alright, let's start setting up. Emergency lights go to armed. No smoking goes to on. We still haven't refueled the plane, so seatbelt sign stays on. nav and logo light comes on, crew supply on, evac set to captain. Let's align the IRSs. Now here's the trick. If you want to align the IRSs quickly, what you do is you go to your EFP, you go to your failures, go to failed, click on reload, and you turn off each of these alignment errors, and then it will just align automatically. But we are not going to do that because we are going to use GSX today. So our flight today is from Kilo Bravo Oscar Sierra to Charlie Yankee Yankee Zulu. Should be a flight time of around 1 hour 12 minutes. Block time maybe an hour and a half. We'll see. So let's go to the weight and balance tab. We have 168 passengers planned, 2,520 kilos of cargo, luggage, etc. 6,163 kilograms of fuel. So let's start loading the aircraft. We'll use GSX for it. GSX had an update last night where they have provided potable water and what's that other thing? The drinking, the lavatory services. But we are not going to use that. Instead, we are just going to do our regular boarding. And fuel truck is on its way. Let's see where they are at. Baggage handlers are moving already. Oh yeah, there's the fuel truck right there. We'll start doing the fuel. Before that, let's look at our operational flight plan. So today we are Air Canada 0504. We are an A320. We are on the Fenix, arguably the best aircraft in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Our cruising altitude will be flight level 380. I don't know if maybe it's too high, I feel, for an hour flight. But we'll see. We'll see the performance page and we'll decide what our cruising altitude will be. We should have an air time of 1 hour 11 minutes. We can already see the passengers boarding. That's beautiful. Let's look at our payload. We have a block fuel of 6163 kilograms. Reserve is 1095. And our takeoff weight should be 65 tons. Yeah, 65 tons. Weather today on Boston, we have very calm winds, 040, it's 4 knots. I checked Flight Radar 24 earlier today and they're using runway 09 for takeoff. So we're going to use that. And in CYYZ, Toronto, we have 3 knot wind, so should be fairly calm, good visibility, scattered, no, not scattered, I don't know what SKC means. 19 degrees Celsius, which is fairly accurate. The altimeter is 3030, fairly high pressure. I think it's because there's a hurricane moving across down south and it's sucking up all the moisture. We're looking good there. Right, so passengers are getting boarded. Fuel is getting set up in the tank. Everything looks good. Yes, Maddie, Airbus group flight. I see you behind me. You're on an A300, but it shows you as a Boeing 787 Dreamliner because Microsoft. We should have Willy with us as well. I don't know where he is. I don't see him anywhere. We do have a lot of traffic today in Boston. Just waiting on the fuel. I can never say fool. Me and my Indian accent, guys. Okay, he's on the other side. But I still can't see him. Let's see where he's at. Oh, I see him. Yeah, he's on a A319. That's awesome. Cool, I see him now. Boarding's going smoothly. We have 48 passengers boarded already. The fuel is getting filled. We have to wait for that to start our tank fuel pumps and turn on the seatbelt signs and the APU. Meanwhile, let's set our FMS. The altimeter at Boston is 3029. Aston, I think that's how we should say it. 3029. Right, that's set. Let's go to the FMC. FMGC init. Let's do an init request. We'll wait for it to come. All right. So we are going from Boston to Toronto. Our alternative is Trenton for some reason. I don't know why. Like, why SimBrief gives Trenton? It's a Canadian Air Force base. It's not a civilian airport, but whatever. You know, SimBrief doing SimBrief things. Our call sign today is Air Canada 0504. And just for the heck of it, I think I should use Beyond ATC and see how it behaves. What do you guys think? Should I use Beyond ATC? Or should we just like leave? I'll let you guys comment while I wait for your comments. Our initial cost index is going to be 5. I think we'll bump it up a little bit during our cruise. Our cruise altitude is flight level 380. So let's set that. We'll decide what we want to do about it. Let's go to Atsu on the other side. AOC. Let's do a flight init. Init data request, and we'll send the company. Okay, that's done. Beautiful. Alright, let's do Beyond ATC, and we'll see if it tries to give us weird like ATC instructions. We'll just disregard and we'll turn it off. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me get Beyond ATC up here. Okay, awesome. Let's listen into the ATIS first.
Ability 10. Few clouds at 25,000. Temperature 23. 2.16. Altimeter 3028. Landing runway 22 left. Departing runway 22 right. Read back, I'll hold short instruction.
It changed the departing runway.
Advise on initial contact, right. You have information, Charlie.
Let me double check that with...
Logan Airport information, Charlie. 1444 Zulu. Wind 055 at 4. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 25,000. Temperature 23. 2.16. Altimeter 3028. Landing runway 22 left. Departing runway 22 right. Read back, I'll hold short instructions.
Right, so already Beyond ATC is wrong because the real ATC data on Navigraph says that both departing and landing runways are 09. And even on VATSIM, I see that the departing runway they are using is 09. So clearly Beyond ATC is not a good idea. I'm not changing any of my runways as well. Okay, so let's get rid of Beyond ATC and let's get rid of landing rate monitor for now. We'll turn it back on when we are in like final short final. Our IRSs have aligned. That's beautiful. Let's take a look at our weights and balance. We are so our fuel. Hold on. Since our fuel has been done, let's go back up. Let's turn on the seatbelt signs and turn on all the fuel pumps. Fuel pumps. I don't know how to say that. Alright, APU master's on. 1 second, 2 second, 3 second. APU start. APU bleed is on. We should have it up and running fairly quickly. We can hear the APU spooling already. Let's take a look at the ECAM. APU flaps open. N is rising. Oh. APU spooling. Everybody's luggages are getting loaded now that fuel is done. And once APU is ready, we'll get rid of the GPU, we'll get rid of the chocks, and we'll look into starting our pushback once all the luggages have been loaded. Maddie, I also have like downloaded the free Boston scenery, which was in flightsim.to. Didn't want to pay for like airports that I don't usually travel. For some reason, I'm not able to get the Fenix sounds, the sounds for boarding and the flight crew talking back at us about, you know, boarding complete and everything. I am able to hear it, but for some reason I'm not able to push it to this. Alright, meanwhile, let's go here. Let's set our TCAS up. So we'll TCAS on. Our squawk code will be 0504 and TA. Predictive wind shear on, GCS on, system 2. Our APU is avail, so let's get rid of the external power and ask ground services to disconnect GPU and chocks. Perfect. Still have the door open because we are still loading our baggages. This Fenix at one point was my, like, I used to call it my nemesis plane, if you remember, Matty. It was so hard for me to fly this, but looks like I'm at a state now where I'm able to get it fairly on the center line. Let's set our cruising altitude, flight level 380. Just waiting on boarding to be complete while I look into the chat. I see, Maddie, you have already pushed back. I'm trying my best not to delay. It's just up to ground crew at this point. We are loading the baggages. We are 30% done with baggage loading. Just waiting on the rest of the bags to be loaded before we call for pushback. Looks like Willie is already taxiing. I saw his stream. He's already taxiing. Yeah. I'm just waiting on bags to be loaded. Once bags are done, we'll leave. We are halfway there with the bags. Meanwhile, let's set our flight plan up. So, we go to flight plan, Boston. We are departing out of runway 9er. We are using the Highland 7 departure. Insert that. Let's make sure we don't have any discontinuities. Beautiful. Now, for Toronto, we are arriving at runway, runway 05 via the Ling 3 departure. Ring 3 arrival. So ILS 05, Ling 3, Wazi, and approach via Shigam. I hope I said that right. So there will be a final vectoring involved. I'm just going to go direct once we cross the waypoint a little bit. Alright, flight plan set up. We are just waiting on the init B page and the perf page before we call for taxi. Almost there with the baggages. 67% GSXS. We are done with baggage loading, so we are almost done. Beautiful day for flying. No clouds anywhere. clear skies, lot of people flying. We have one guy coming for the landing, I believe, or is he taking off? Not sure what he's doing. Looks like our departure takes us straight out of 09 with the left turn. I think I'll do hand fly till the turn is complete and then I'll give it to the autopilot. Awesome, boarding completed. Let's send the final load sheet to our McDo. Success. Let's go to received messages and accept our load sheet. We have 168 passengers. Our takeoff weight is 65 tons. Our zero fuel weight is 60 tons. Beautiful. That looks good. Let's come back to perf. Meanwhile, let's get the beacon light on so the ground crew is aware that we are ready for our pushback. Engine start. Departure perf. We are departing out of runway 09er and we are using our packs. We won't do a packs off takeoff. Let's calculate the speed. Beautiful. 133, 140, 141. Flaps 1, 0.3 down on the trim. Alright, let's send that to the McDo. And flex temp of 57. Beautiful. That looks good. We are all set on our panel. Let's turn on constraints. Looks like the only constraint we have is we need to be above 4000 at claw and 250 knots. We'll take care of that. Hello Ram, hello Mrs. TPHI. Hello, hey. Thank you so much, guys. I was hoping Mrs. TPHI, you and Mr. TPHI will be flying with us. I don't see you anywhere and I see Willie is already about to depart. Alright, let's continue with our pushback. What's happening? Alright, so we'll go nose right, tail left. Release parking brakes. Starting engine number 2. Engine number 2 spooling. Alright, engine 2 is spooling. Let's look at Alright, N1's rising, EGT is rising. Everything looks good. Engine 2 is done. Let's pull up engine number 1. Hey Alex, hey Gary. Welcome to the stream. We have 10 people watching. That's amazing. That's the highest number of people I've ever seen on my stream. Parking brake set. We're waiting for engine 1 to spool up. Right, engine 1 spooled up. Both engines look good. Let's go upstairs. Let's Get rid of APU bleed, APU master. Everything looks good here. Let's come down. Auto brake set to max. Let's start our chrono for block time. And arm ground spoilers, flap set to 1. I'm not following any checklist, I'm just winging it. And just to save some frames, I'm going to turn off the PFD for the first officer. We don't need that. And we'll put this on sleep as well. Helps save some frames during the flight, and especially during the landing, given how Microsoft is. I see Willie's waiting for us. We're going to say goodbye to the ramp agent and we'll be on our way. Maddie, you ready? I hope you are. I think Willie is waiting for me. If anybody wants to join us, we are on the US East server. We are flying from Boston to Toronto. Right, ramp agent has said goodbye to us, so we turn on taxi lights. We check our flight controls. Pull down, pull up, pull left, pull right, rudder left, neutral, rudder right, neutral. Flight control check complete. Let's set our trim to 0.3 down. That's set. Flap set. Everything is set. Right. Let's start our taxi. Set the range to 10. Looks like Willie's waiting for us. Maddie, you coming? Ooh, bump. This is one of my favorite Air Canada liveries, apart from their Air Canada jets, which is for their like business clients, I guess. Let's do a takeoff config check. Everything's normal, beautiful. We will take runway 9er, and I'm looking at my airport charts on my other screen. We follow Alpha and I believe Bravo. So, alright, let's wait for Willie to start his turn. I'm gonna give him a minute. Is everything okay with Willie? Let me just quickly go to his stream. Looks like Willie's ready. Thanks. Hey Zach. Thank you. Hey Sean. Thank you, hey, for that. Alright, Willie, we're waiting for you. Yeah, Mrs. TPHI is going to give us a flyby in her F-22. Alright, Willie's moving. I'll join in. The runway 9 for Boston is always so confusing. I'm not really sure how to get there. I think that's runway 9, so okay, I think I know where I should go. I'll have to take a right over here. If I mess this up, I mess this up. Can't do anything about it. Let's try to maintain center line. Thank you, Zach. I'm doing good. Sean, how are you? Yeah, model matching in Microsoft Flight Simulator is quite something. Alright. I knew I messed it up, didn't I? Alright. We'll just pretend this is not happening. Everybody close your eyes. We'll just pretend this is not happening. And we are just taxiing normally. This is a taxiway. We'll call it taxiway P2, Papa 2. I always get confused in Boston. Should have known not to pick this runway. But Maddie, I think you should go ahead first. It'll take me a minute to line up. Willie's already taking off. I'll hold short and I'll give you some separation, Maddie. It's very confusing, these runways over here. Okay, Maddie's taking off. We'll line up and give him a minute of separation before we start our takeoff roll. Now I saw on Flight Radar 24 that they're using runway 9 for takeoff, so I'm just gonna follow that. We'll line up. Not bad. That lineup was really good. Alright, let's set parking brakes for a minute. We'll wait for Maddie to take off. And hopefully I'm not going to ruin somebody's landing. No, everything looks good. Alright, 3,500. I think we are ready. Okay then. Chrono's on. Lights, 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 lights. TCAS to TARA. Parking brakes off. 40%. Manflex SRS nav auto thrust blue. Thrust is set. Airspeed is alive. Slight nose down pressure. Let's try to maintain center line, shall we? 100 knots. Neutral on the stick. V1, rotate. And that looks like a positive rate. Gear up. Alright, following the flight directors. Maddie's absolutely on rocket ship mode right now. Already at 11,000. Alright, 1500 feet. Ready for this? Ooh, the sounds. Climb thrust set. We're approaching slat speed. Right, flat retraction. This is what I love about the Airbus. I'm on manual flying. I'm flying the plane, but I'm not even touching the controls at the moment. It's perfectly trimmed out. I can go outside, look around, come back, and it's all the same. Alright, before we start the turn, let's get rid of this. Start our turn, and once the turn is done, I'll give it to autopilot. Alright, start the turn. Let's maintain speed. Let's not overspeed. Come on. Nice. It's just perfectly trimmed out at the moment. You don't have to do anything. No need for any inputs. You can go outside. Beautiful view of the Boston shoreline. Come back. And we are ready to alright, what's up, flight directors? Why are you doing that? It's nose down for speed. Coming up on 7,800 feet. Hey Remy, welcome to the chat. Thank you so much. Oh look, there's Mrs. TPHI. A special celebrity. Alright, let's come out of the turn. Look how beautifully the aircraft is trimmed at the moment. 10,000 feet, autopilot 1 comes on. Landing lights, wing lights, and ground spoilers disarmed. Pretty sweet. That was a sweet departure. We have Maddie, Willie, Mrs. TPHI, and myself right behind them. Busy airspace today. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, hey. Right, 1600 feet per minute. That looks comfortable enough. So we'll ask the passengers to unbuckle their seatbelts. We have 9 viewers, guys. That's amazing. That's like the highest number of viewers I've ever had. We'll give you all a wing view. We have a new subscriber. Thank you, Gurpreet, for subscribing. Appreciate it. Let's go back to the cockpit. 15,800 feet. We're almost at 18,000, which is our transition altitude. Man, this Airbus, I must tell you, when I started flying this plane, I hated it so much because of the fly-by-wire. But once I got used to it and once I understood how different it is from flying a GA or flying like a Boeing 737, I'm starting to enjoy the fly-by-wire. I'll be honest with you. And Phoenix, you know, they're the best aircraft on the sim right now, like PMDG and Phoenix. And I really hope Phoenix considers making an A350, because given how Inibuilds built their 320 Neo, I'm not really confident about them. Alright, 18,000 feet transition altitude. We'll pull standard. Standard checked. And we'll keep climbing to flight level 380. Let's take a look at our performance and see. I think it's in progress. Yeah, our optimal says 360. So we're gonna reduce by 2,000 feet. There is no ATC. I don't use the default ATC, and beyond ATC was trying to give us a different runway than we had planned, so we turned it off. We are 8.5 minutes into our takeoff roll, 17 minutes block time. Everything looks good. We seem to be on time. We might not need a delay ADC. We'll see once the company message comes in. Everything looks good over here. Let's turn off the wing light. Oh, wait. Turn it off. Let's switch the strobes to auto. And yep, everything looks good. Give you guys a wing view. Our flight today took us north of Boston, and as we keep flying, we'll fly close to Rochester and we'll fly over Buffalo before we start a right-hand turn towards Lake Ontario, and then we'll see the downtown Toronto skyline to our right. Did you guys hear about the incident that happened in Atlanta, like I think 2 or 3 days ago? The one where the A350 cleanly ripped out the tail of the Q4. Was it a Q400? I don't remember exactly. I'm sure the chat will let us know. Looks like that plane is going to be sold for parts, and insurance will be fighting to not pay the claim for it. I'm sure you didn't, Maddie. You are amazing when you fly, and you're a great pilot. I'm sure you didn't do that. Yeah, the audio was definitely interesting. I listened to the ATC as well. It seems like the A350 didn't know that. I think the other plane did not hold short properly, and the A350 didn't have enough situational awareness to understand how far out they need to be. Hey, TPHI. I was hoping you'll fly with us on your Honda Jet. But no worries, we have Mrs. TPHI giving us company. Those engine sounds, I tell you, they're amazing. Oh, it's like music for the ears. They've done a great job with the sounds. Okay, TPHI. I haven't been live streaming for months. I used to live stream once a week, winter of last year, when I was new into flight sim and I was flying my TBM. But maybe I'll start streaming regularly. Maybe once or twice a month. Maybe. We'll see. We're already at flight level 290. We should be cruising shortly. Let's take a look at the interiors. Such a well-modeled aircraft. Just look at that. Like, I don't do seated passengers because I want to save FPS. I know in GSX you have a new setting to do seated passengers. The only thing they don't have modeled are the toilets, and the moment you enter the loo, you're like, ooh, you're down in the ground. Otherwise, really well modeled plane. Look at the cockpit modeling, guys. This is beautiful. All the circuit breakers right here, the jump seat. It's beautiful. Let's do a weather check at our destination. Let's go to flights, arrival. Let's refresh. We're looking at 150 at 03 knots, variable between 120 and 220. Not bad. A few clouds at 1500. Or 15th, I think it's 1500. Temperature 21, pretty high pressure, 3030. And let me make sure I'm on real time. Yep, I am. Let's see. We look at flight plan. We should be on a top of climb in 8 minutes, and we are almost half an hour to 35 minutes away from descent. There's somebody on the Honda Jet. Let's you know what, let's play some music now that we are all approaching cruise. Let me get some copyright free music going for you guys. Turn down light sim audio, turn up music. It looks like we are already on cruise. Perfect. It looks good. Top of descent is slightly out of 160, maybe like 180. Let's see. $177, yeah, kind of right. It's like everyone is cruising. Feels so good to see so many variety of aircrafts now. We were so short of aircrafts before, and now we have the 777, the 737s, the A319, A321. We have the iFly coming out with the Max. I'm so excited about the iFly Max because it brings competition, right? You have Phoenix, which kind of dominates Airbus, and then you have PMDG, who dominates Boeing, and you have the FSS E-jets, which are I don't want to call them a scam, but let's be honest, they asked for money for a product that was not complete. So we have them, and I'm glad that we have more players coming in with the builds. I'm very disappointed with their Neos. I tried the A320 Neo after flying the Phoenix, and man, it feels like a toy. It just feels like a toy. It doesn't feel like a real aircraft to me. But yeah, I have high expectations from iFly, and I really hope we have other players coming into the market. It's good for us simmers to have competition, to have companies who don't take advantage of us, rather offer us products that are worth the money. Hi Swarupa, welcome to the chat. Yes, we are cruising, so we have audio so that people don't get bored and leave the live chat. We are flying from Boston to Toronto, in case you have missed. We are at 36,000 feet on an Air Canada. We have Maddie and Willie flying with us. Willie is streaming in his own channel. We have a company message, so let's see. No ADC required. Good, we are on time. beautiful day to fly. I've been trying to fly the A319 and the 21 as well, mostly focusing right now on flying the A320. The thing about the A319 that I found very peculiar was, despite being a baby bus, it takes so much effort to manage the speed, especially during descent. And when you have to flare it during landing, you really have to yank the stick pretty much to get it flared. You have to flare extremely high. On the other hand, the A321, you have to be super sensitive with the flare, otherwise you'll just end up floating down the runway. And it loves to float. The A321, it just absolutely loves to float. So this month I'm dedicating to just flying the A320, getting to know its quirks and nuances, and then maybe kind of start switching between the 19, 20 and 21, because in real life, if you are type rated for an A320, you are allowed to fly all the three variants, the 319, the 320 and the 321, and you can even fly it on the same day. So you can start your shift in the morning, fly an A320 from A to B, and then go inside an A319, fly back, take an A321, go for a long haul. Airbus allows that, and most airlines, I think all the airlines who have those three variants allow that. It's just the flare and subtle nuances, especially during descent. Like in the A321, you can pull the speed brake all the way to the max, even when it is on autopilot. But on the A319 and A320, you cannot. During autopilot, it will only get the speed brakes halfway. So even if you pull it all the way down, it only allows halfway, even if your speed brake is at full over here. And we'll see that during our descent. We'll have to pull our speed brakes back a little bit. That's one nuance that I found. I used to enjoy flying the 737 just because if you're coming from a GA and you want to fly an Airbus, it's a lot. The fly-by-wire system, the way you give an input to the airplane but it gets translated by the computer, it's weird. So I really enjoyed flying the 737. And then when I flew the 777, you'll see a lot of my 777 landings on my YouTube videos. That's when I kind of started understanding how fly-by-wire works, because the 777 does have a variant of the fly-by-wire systems. And after that, I was like, you know what, let me give Fenix a shot. And oh boy, was it was so hard for me to keep it on the runway, much less the center line. We don't even know today if I'll be able to keep it on center line. We'll find out. But just keeping it on the runway and not landing it on the grass, it took me 3-4 weeks of just rage quitting flight sim, one landing after the next. And slowly I was able to kind of figure out how to correct, especially after 50 feet. You have to be very careful about the winds. You have to keep correcting, and it made me a better pilot. I'm able to visually judge how high and low I am just by looking at the runway. I'm starting to do that thanks to flying one plane continuously for every single day. And yeah, For maybe 500 subscribers special, I was thinking of doing a long haul on the 777. So if you guys like this stream, make sure you subscribe, and let's get to 500 real quick so that we can do a long haul. Hey Zach, welcome back. We are cruising. We are close to like 100 miles from our top of descent. 92 miles from our top of descent. Wanted to say 90, but then I thought maybe it's less than that. Such a beautiful day of flying. Fall is like my favorite season of them all. Just watching the colors change, and there's a slight nip in the air, especially early morning. Just my favorite time of the year. I'm really excited about Microsoft 2024, especially the whole seasons thing that they're bringing. I never wanted to pay for like Rex, Auto, Season, whatever that was. My thing is I'm paying for Flight Sim. I don't want 20 other add-ons just to make it feel realistic. So I'm glad that they're doing ground services, walk-around, seasons, cumulonimbus clouds. I think that's what they said. This makes the product better overall off the shelf. Oh look, Chicken is here. Hey Chicken. Yeah, Maddie. I think my top of descent is like 11 minutes away for me. And yeah, you're right. For landing, yeah, 30 minutes ish. Doing good, Chicken. We miss you a lot on Liberty stream. I'm doing a 100 subscriber special live stream right now. We have Mrs. TPHI, we have Maddie. Country Bumpkin is doing a stream on his channel. We're all having fun. Hey Sean, welcome to the stream. We'll land in 30 minutes, Zach. Oh look, TPHI joined us just now on his F-22. He's giving us a flyby. There he is. I think we are flying close to Rochester now, are we? No, we are flying. We're about to fly over Syracuse, right there. That's the Syracuse airport. I think Maddie, you are flying above Rochester now. Hey Willie, I just stopped by your stream. And it's a lot managing a live stream, flying, making sure the chat stays entertained. It's a lot of work. Tropical storm going on in California, really? Let's see. I'm gonna check windy.com for a second. Oh yeah, you guys are 23 knot winds. Yeesh. Just trying to see the METAR for KSFO. Alright, San Jose METAR says 160 at 8 knots. It's still not all bad. Few clouds at 1000 feet. Not all bad. Chicken Liberty was flying, I think 2 or 3 days ago. He did a stream. Actually, Willie, I think I have set up my Discord, but do you want to join voice chat and see if it works? You can join in my channel, my voice channel. Let me add you. Or I don't know, maybe it will be too much work to do right now. I'll send you an invite. I sent you an invite on Discord. And yeah, I'm not 100% sure if it will work. Maybe we should do it like separately once, just between you and me, and see if it works. Tropical Storm Ileana. That's interesting. We'll plan something so that next time we do a group flight, we'll have like voice going on. Actually, for my setup, it may not work because I don't use desktop audio as an output source. I manually manually added like the music, the flight sim audio, the Beyond ATC audio, just so that, you know, if a notification sound comes or something like that, it doesn't show it. So we'll have to like test. My setup is a bit different, so we'll have to test it separately before doing it on the stream. Maybe I'll ask my girlfriend to help me with it. She's on the chat, by the way, guys. Say hi to Hey. Yeah, she's lurking on the chat. She isn't putting her real name. Yeah, we'll test it later, Willie. I'll ping you on Discord and we'll set something up. We have 40 miles from top of descent, so let's start plugging in some numbers. So we have wind 150 at 07. Let's go to perf. Next phase. Keep going. 150 at 07. Before that, I think, hold on, let me fix that. Yeah, now we should be good. Now we are on cruise phase. Exactly, that's what I thought. Something was wrong. All right, temperature is 22 degrees Celsius. Let's set that. QNH today is 3030. And let's look at the ILS chart, ILS 05 chart over here. Let's go to Navigraph, approach, ILS 05. We need to be at 3000. No, we need to be at 2000 in order to intercept the glide slope. And our minimums is 764. So let's set that 764 on the minimums, and we'll go all the way down to 2000 because there is no ATC, nobody's directing us. So we'll set that, and for go around missed approach we'll have to go to 3000. So that's okay. We have that. Let's spin this one, and our arrival is the Link 3 arrival. for 05. Let's look at our arrival for a second. We'll start the arrival after turning right at Wazzy, right over Buffalo. And we don't really have a lot of restrictions. We just need to be below 13,000, above 11,000 at Sedab, and at 8,000 at Segod. So we should be good there. I know, right? Flying and streaming. This is my first stream in like 5 months. Flying and streaming. It's a handful. It looks like we're getting close to our top of descent. I hope the flight attendants are done with their in-flight service. We have the TPHI is giving Maddie and Willie a flyby. Or an escort, I think that's what it is. Zach, where did you send 8 pounds? I don't have any donation link or anything like that on my channel. You mean 8 pounds in weight? Like 3 kilograms?
You can tell stuff like that from how my blood tastes?
Yeah, I don't have any donation link, guys. I don't take any donations at the moment. I have not monetized my channel. Yeah, just not in it for the money, Zach. Just doing it for fun at the moment. Just having fun flying. One day I will. One day, once maybe after 500 subscribers. So maybe share my channel to your friends, to your fellow flight sim buddies. Once we get to 500 subscribers, I might start a donation link. I'm just doing it for fun right now. I have no intention of monetizing the channel. But if I do well on YouTube, yeah, sure, I'll consider it. That's Rochester, New York, right there, I believe. Hey, Maddie, I'm flying over your place. You want me to get you something? Maybe coffee? Okay, chicken, go ahead. I already think you are Indian, but go ahead. Alright, we need to start our descent. I missed it. Let's get the seatbelt signs on. Let's add some drag. We're going to go on a nice little dive because we missed our top of descent. Oh, 100%. 100%. Anybody who has tried both chai and coffee, like real Indian masala chai, they will agree with this statement. 100% with you on that. Right, we are back on profile. So let's get the speed brake back in. You live in Mumbai, Zach? Is that what you're saying? Alright, we had to dive, but now we are back on profile. So we are on profile for our vertical, and because of a strong crosswind, we are like grabbed a little bit. That's why you see this, but otherwise we are on profile. We're good. Let's reduce the speed to 250. We'll pull the speed brake out a little bit. See what I was saying? It only brings the speed brake back 50%, even though I have the speed brake out full. That's an A320 thing. And an A319 thing. In A321, you can pull it back all the way. Alright. Speeds managed. And what was the altimeter again? 3030. So let's set that. Alright. That's set. Alright, let's cut the music now that we are in our descent and bump up the audio for MSFS. I changed my name, I branded my name basically. I didn't want my legal name out in the open if I want to like live stream. That's why I changed my name. Just gonna quickly check on Willy. Oh, nice, Zach. I live in Canada. Just FYI. No, I'm not a Mumbaiker. My brother-in-law is. I'm from the east coast of India. But Mumbai is my favorite city. I love that place. That's Buffalo right there, and we are going to turn right at Buffalo. That's the Buffalo International Airport. I believe the Niagara Falls is somewhere over there, maybe? I don't quite remember. We left Rochester behind over there. Maddie, I'm getting your coffee. Yes, you have convinced. I always knew that too. Alright, what do you guys think? Should we do regular live streams? Like what kind of a cadence? Because it's a lot of work, but I'm having fun. We had 10 people watching the stream at one point. And we get to meet and chat and do all fun stuff. What do you guys think? Should we do like maybe a monthly live stream? I just need to remember when to descend. Weekly might, I I mean, I'll think about it. Weekly, it's a lot of commitment, you know, if you want to do weekly. And if I start missing live streams, YouTube will not like it. The algorithm likes you staying consistent, which is why I stopped it in the first place, because I was not able to do it consistently. We'll think about it. Alright. We are now going to turn right over Buffalo, and that's the Canadian side, I guess. No. Oh, I see where we are at now. So we are turning right at Buffalo. That's Niagara Falls, somewhere right there. That's Lake Ontario. And all that is the Toronto traffic. Let's reduce the speed a little bit. Sure, you want a Red Bull chicken? Alright, we'll get you some Red Bull. You know what you should do, chicken? You should have strong cutting chai. That will give you wings. Red Bull is like a flaps 1 takeoff. Chai is like a flaps 2 takeoff. You know what I mean? I'm not smart, man. There are way smarter people out there. I've done some dumb shit in my life. Oh yeah, now we are talking. With Bun Muska, yep. You guys have already landed? Wow. I'm still at 20,000. I see Maddie at 12,000. Yeah, I see TPHI at 2,300. I don't see you, Mrs. TPHI. Maybe you land. Oh, yeah, I see you. Oh, yeah, you have already landed. Wow. Okay. Right. I think we are, 20-25 minutes away, maybe. Alright, nice chicken. I never got into matcha. I tried it a couple of times, but didn't really get into matcha. Oh, Mach 1. Okay. Yeah, no. Not going Mach 1. Not in an Airbus A320. We are trying for realism. Realism minus the checklists. We are doing Mach 0.53. The winds have died down. We have now like a 5 knot quartering headwind. Yeah, that's what we have. Right, 18,000 feet. Let's bring the altimeter. Let's make sure that it is current. 3030, perfect. 150 at 7 knots. So let's change that for our calculations. Oh, yeah, all good. 150 at 7 knots. Everything looks good. We are on profile. We'll bring the speed brake down again. Zero 06 right. I think it's too late for me to change my runway. I'm just gonna do 05. But thanks, Willie. Let me see Navigraph real quick. Maybe they updated. No, they haven't. 06 right and 05 has the same wind, so I'm just gonna do 05. I think 06 right is, yeah, it's the parallel, so we're good. I'm just gonna do 0. I sound like a Hyderabadi, really? I've lived in Hyderabad, dude. I lived in Hyderabad for a year, but I sound Hyderabadi, really? क्या बोलता मियाँ? ऐसा नको बोलो. That's the extent of my Hyderabadi. I'm actually originally from Odisha, if anyone knows their Indian geography. So yeah, right along the edge of Bay of Bengal. That's where I grew up. Beaches and fishes, that's my thing. Let me know if the sounds are good for you guys. Yeah, it's below West Bengal, you're right. Right, we're at 12,000 feet. We are almost obeying the speed limit. Speed restriction, I must say. I've been reading a book on radio physiology in aviation of late, and it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun how standardized everything is and how standardized radio communication makes things predictable. I hope you all are having a good Saturday. We are over Lake Ontario. I think we are in Canadian airspace. Let me check my charts quickly. Yeah, we are in Canadian airspace now. Right, 10,000 feet. Landing light comes on. Seatbelt signs are on. Yeah, I can see that, Maddie. Low clouds. This is going to be fun. I'm also flying for Willys virtual airline. So extra pressure to not smash the landing. Alright, we'll start bringing down the speed manually. Let's bring it down to 190 as we make this turn so that we can get into flaps 2. Let's quickly brief the arrival. We go to ground charts, airport briefing, not that, nor, I don't know why it keeps doing that. My bandwidth is fine, I have a 1 gigabit internet. I'm looking for the 10.9 chart. N8A. Right, the 10-9. Okay, so we are landing on 5. You can pretty much use the entire length of the runway. And we'll go to Terminal 1, which is all the way here. Can we zoom in, please? Thank you. So yeah, we are landing on 5. I think 6 right is what Willie is using. And we'll try to vacate either at Hotel 3 or ideally over here. Maybe not this one. We'll vacate at Hotel 3. We'll cross runway 15 left and we'll taxi via Hotel Alpha all the way to Terminal 1. Right, let's keep a look on our flaps 1, speed check. We're doing a crosswind. Maddie and TPHI are about to land. Mrs. TPHI is waiting for us. Oh, that's a lot of clouds. Oh, hey, look, the girlfriend's here. Everybody say hello to Hey. That's just my girlfriend stopping by and supporting this stream. Alright, we are in the crosswind leg. Our profile looks good, speed looks good. We'll do flaps 2, speed check, flaps 2. That's flaps 2 right there. How in the hell did all of you land so quickly when we all took off together? Toronto is really cloudy. Look at all that cloud and mist. One. Maddie, my phone just slipped out of my hand after looking at your landing rate. This is so much pressure on me. A, I'm on a live stream. B, we have so many new subscribers watching. C, I'm on an Airbus, which is my nemesis. And now Maddie has done a minus 156. So I need to get at least minus 250. That's a lot of pressure. No promises. Right, so Hotel 3, which means if I do medium auto brake, I feel I'll end up at Hotel 2, which is, if I land over here and I do medium, maybe I'll just do medium auto brake, aim for Hotel 3. So auto brake goes to medium. We'll wait for this waypoint Shigam to almost drop off the PFD and then we'll go direct Shigam and we'll arm the localizer first and then we'd like to look. Thanks, babe. Gonna do a quick weather check. Yeah, we have few clouds at 1500. We do have low clouds at 7 knots. Looks good. Visibility is good, so we are good there. 12 static miles. Oh, we still have Willy. He hasn't landed yet. He has the smaller A319, the baby bus. What role, TPHI? Don't forget to like the stream, guys, if you enjoy this content. It helps me a lot. We are almost dropping off here, so let me set up the direct. We'll wait for us to cross this waypoint. Leran. Can't speak. We have a lot of them. On our landings, a guy at F-35 kept hovering right above us. Alright, let's go direct Shigam and let's arm up localizer. We'll first grab the localizer, then the glide slope, and then we'll configure fully for our land. Looks like Willy's almost there. That was an extended crosswind. Bit of fuel. It doesn't say how much we have, but if we go over here, fuel. We have 780 kilograms of fuel on our left and 800 on our right. Not bad. And let's everyone who is in my chat, I just sent the link for Willy's live stream. Go say hi to him, subscribe to his channel, like his stream, let them know that P2 sent you. He's a great streamer and a great person overall. Go say hi to him. but do remember to come back to the stream. Right, Yoke star captured. Let's approach mode. We'll get the glide slope. Turn on landing system. We have glide slope. We'll capture glide slope in a bit. It's really cloudy and foggy. This is going to be an interesting landing. Let's get the speed brakes armed. Auto brake is set to medium. And all that flying got me hungry. We have glide slope captured, so that's good. We'll wait for the 2500 call out before we set the final approach speed.
$2,500.
2500 checked, gear down. Beautiful. Lights, more lights. We'll let the cabin crew know. And let's set final approach speed.
2,000.
Checked. Flaps 3, speed check. And speed check, flaps full. We'll set go around altitude 3000. Oh man, we can barely see anything. This is going to be fun. Right, no promises on landing, but you can send your landing rate projections in the chat. We have variable winds, which is going to make it extremely spicy. Thanks, babe.
$1,000.
1000, my aircraft. Right, sterile cockpit. I'm not monitoring the chat, so please behave. Oh, the wind is pushing me. Oh, come on. Oh yeah, this wind, it's spicy.
500.
Checked. There's the stutter. We are still on profile. Just slightly low on profile, but we're doing good.
300.
Ah, I hate those stutters.
100 above.
Checked.
200. Minimum.
Continue.
Retard. 5.
Beautiful. Reverses. Nose down gently. Decel. Not on center line, yeah, I agree. But not bad at all. $60 knots, reverses stored, manual braking, and we'll vacate at Hotel 3, I believe. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. Right. Vacate the runway. We'll find a gate. Right. Right, let's clean up the flaps and the ground spoilers. Right. What do you guys think? What was the landing rate over there? Let's see your predictions. And then I'm going to tell you what it was. Post your predictions on the chat. Oh, Maddie, you already saw it. It was 121. My best landing on this plane. By far. By far. Thanks, Ram. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, babe. Alright, let's pick out a gate for us. Usually the Air Canadas coming from international go to Terminal 1. So I'm gonna pick a Terminal 1 gate. Gate 247, makes sense. Activate Air Canada. Alright, let's get rid of the lights. Lights. Turn off chrono. Flight time of 1 hour 22 minutes. Not bad. ECAS to TA. Alright, let's look at taxiing. We'll take a left here on Hotel, cross runway 15 left, and take a right on Alpha to the gates. That was a good landing. I did not expect it to be that smooth, given the winds were shifting and I wasn't quite bang on the center line. But hey, 121, I'll take it. I'll take it any day of the week. Alright, we are crossing runway 15 left, so let's get the lights back on, strobes, wings, everything. We want to be visible to any incoming flight. Let's make sure nobody is landing. No, all good. And all good here. Alright, let's cross runway 15. Yeah, Maddie, I guess it's the weekend and everybody's just flying first thing in the morning. Yesterday when I was doing my practice flight, it wasn't this busy. This is next level. Toronto is usually not this busy except for weekends. Right. We'll take a right here. And lights. Back to taxi. Strobes. Where did that guy come from? He wasn't there when I was crossing the runway. Huh. Interesting. We are on Bravo, so let's shift to Alpha. Let me get rid of my landing rate monitor. Ooh. It's too fast, relax. And I lost track of my taxi there. great flight. I'm really happy. As we have this stare down with another A320. I really hope in Microsoft 2024 we have a proper ATC so that we don't have situations like this. I can't see you guys too. Where are you guys? Are you in Terminal 1? Maddie, I think you must have parked in the cargo area, right? I don't see you at the cargo too. The plane just wants to taxi fast because of the lower weight. I don't really enjoy the CFM engines so much. I really like the IAEs, but I think all the North American carriers except JetBlue have CFM engines on their A320. I really hope Phoenix is making a Neo. Like, they are just the best in the market. Oh, you're at FedEx, got it. So you might be to the right of us. My FPS is taking such a big hit because of all these people. It's just... Oh yeah, I see you, Maddie. I see you, you, Willy, everybody's right there. Why is Willy on the cargo area? I thought he was flying Air Canada. Air Canada goes to Terminal 1. Look at this. The pit of doom. Alright, slow down. Oh boy. Reminds me of the roads in India. We'll just enter the ramp now and find our gate. Slow down to 7 knots for our ramp speed. That was a good flight. That was a pretty good flight. You see him at the gate? I saw him at the cargo with you guys. I see him over there. That's not a gate. The gates are all over here. That's Terminal 3. That's Terminal 1. And how far did I need to see where my gate is. It's all the way over there. So I need to keep taxiing, I guess. I think I parked near the Maple Leaf Lounge. I see we got 10 subscribers in this live stream. Thank you so much to each and every one of you who chose to subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you doing that? people, I tell you. All these big airports, such a long taxi time. I think we are almost here though. Thank you, Mrs. TPHI. Yeah, I wasn't expecting a subscriber bump. I was just hoping, like, you know, I'll just fly with my friends and we'll all have some fun in the chat. But I appreciate the support. I see Mr. TPHI now. Is he at Billy Bishop or is he in Pearson? Alright, we need to taxi faster. Otherwise people will get bored. Yep. See ya, Maddie. Yeah, I have to make lunch and go to the gym after this, and I have happy hour with a friend. Oh, you're at Oshawa. Okay, got it. I haven't flown out of Oshawa in like ages, man. Ever since I started doing airliners, I haven't flown on any of the GA airports. We parked way far out. Okay, we are going to do a slight change of plans and park over here. I don't know what gate that is, but we are going to park over here. And I'm going to figure out whatever gate that is. We'll ask GSX to switch our gates. Looks like gate 180. So let's just stop here for a second. Ask the GSX to switch our gates. We'll go to gate 181. Oh, that's a heavy gate. That's okay. And Air Canada. And perfect. So now we can just park over here. Alright, let's turn taxi lights off. We don't want to blind anyone. Okay, I think we have lined up perfectly. GSX seems to disagree, but you know, screw you, GSX. Alright, parking brakes on. Engine number 2 comes off. Engine number 1 comes off. Passenger signs come off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Toronto Pearson. Oh, I totally forgot to turn on APU. Damn it. Alright, we'll turn on APU and we'll request deboarding. Totally forgot to turn on APU. Right, I just parked Billy. I'm just about to end the stream. As always, if you like this stream, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you felt it was worth it, and join my Discord if you want to meet some incredible people who are passionate about aviation and flight stream. I post my landing shots regularly on every Tuesday and Thursday. Stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Over to Unicom. Have a good day, guys.